just before you go ahead and factory reset the SPD-SX, just make sure that you've got it backed up, just in case. Don't do what I do, which is reset it and then be like, yeah, I've got it back up, and it turns out you don't. Don't do that. But presuming you've done all of that bit and you're ready to factory reset it, including all of the original samples, then let's go ahead and do it. It's super easy. Now there's two things you'll need for this. The first one being a memory stick. So a couple of years ago, I literally just bought a bag of 10 on Amazon. And if you want these exact ones, there's a link in the description. And yeah, it's great. Highly recommend just buying things in bulk. It's just way more fun. But it doesn't matter which USB stick you get. And as long as it's not above 32 gigabytes, because I believe the SPD-SX can't read anything above 32 gigabytes. It's weirdly fussy in that way, but there we go. But once you've got your very fancy memory stick, put it into your computer, can be on Windows or Mac, doesn't really matter, and make sure it's formatted to either FAT32 or exFAT. Now the memory stick I'm using in this video, I believe is formatted to FAT32, also known as MS-DOS, and that's always worked on the SPD-SX. If you've ever done anything memory stick wise before on the SPD-SX, then you know it's super fussy. You might have to format it a couple of times, but that's the first thing I do when you get these memory sticks. But once you know that the SPD-SX can read it by plugging it in and checking that it sees a memory stick, then we can go ahead and get the second thing which we need, which is all of the updates and drivers. Now all you have to do is just Google the words SPD-SX updates and drivers, and then it takes you to the first page here, which is the Roland support page. And if you've ever downloaded any of the drivers for the SPD-SX, you'll be very familiar with this page. But once you're here, you literally then just scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there's the factory restore data. It'll take you to this page where we're going to absolutely read all of those terms and conditions, and then hit I agree and wish to proceed with download, as long as you agree and wish to proceed, and then download the file. It's super quick. It's just a .zip file. When you've downloaded it, you'll get this, which is the zip file. So just unzip it by the double clicking or using your zipper of choice, and you'll get this folder here, which is the fact data folder. Now double click into this folder, and this is what you'll get. You'll get the procedure PDF, which is what I'm basically showing you now, and then this folder here, which is the important one, the Roland folder. Plug in your memory stick if you haven't already and get it up here. Now as you can see on my memory stick, because I already use it with the SPD-SX, I've already got a Roland folder. Now if your memory stick is blank, what you want to do is literally just drag and drop the Roland folder into it. Don't move any of the files or anything like that, because that's what the SPD-SX will read. It needs to have that Roland folder to see the file. If you're like me and you already have backups and things like that, then double click into Roland, into SPD-SX, into backup, and this is where you'll find it. So if I then follow the same path on the download, you'll see the factory V101. Drag that into the backup folder on your memory stick, so it's in exactly the same place. As you can see, I've already got it here because I already have the memory stick loaded. I also have a kit backup, so this is where you'll also see all of the backups of your SPD-SX. Once you've done that and the factory reset data is on your USB stick, then you can just eject it. You can take it and then put it in the back of the SPD-SX where it says memory. There's only one USB slot on the back of the SPD-SX, so put it in that. Then all you want to do is go to menu, down to utility, and then load USB mem. Then you want to go to all, and then you'll see it there, factory V101. Then you want to hit enter and just follow all the steps. It'll ask you a few times if you really want to factory reset the SPD-SX. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to in this video because I don't want to factory reset my SPD-SX, but it'll sit there for a while, let it load, let it do its thing. It'll do everything automatically. When it's done, it'll say completed, and then job done. You've got a factory reset SPD-SX. None of your original data will be on there. All of the original samples and folders and sample banks will be back to where it was, just like when you bought it, and then you're good to go. So with that, that is how you factory reset the Roland SPD-SX.